Alright, y'all. I guess the time has come. Finally, today's Friday, July 25th, and we were able to secure our first payout in under a year of trading, just under a year. I first started trading prop firms back in August of this summer, so like I forgot the day. It was early August in 2024. Fast forward a year later, in July 25th, 2025, we get our first payout of 2K trading futures. And I started out with Forex. For those of y'all who haven't been, with me or been following up on my journey, who are maybe new, I started trading Forex. And so I actually only recently started trading futures in January, late January, February. So 5 months trading futures and around 5 months, 6 months trading Forex. And obviously, futures has just treated me a lot better. But before I even get into all the other things I'm going to do in this video, like, I'm going to withdraw the payment, go through the trade that I took today, and then just talk about how it actually feels and how like, the mindset change that I had. I feel like a super simple mindset change and just me believing in the plan, believing in the Lord, to how it's finally actually gotten me here, and then what I'm going to do moving forward. But before I get into any of that, like the main reason why this setup might feel a little bit similar or might seem a little bit familiar to people who've watched me like maybe even 3 months ago, one of my videos, right? I only thought it would be fitting to come here. The video I recorded last time I was here was me on probably the most depressing day of my life, literally the lowest of the low it could be. The entire day, my heart was dead as just on the floor. Like, if you guys know what I'm talking about, if you guys have blown accounts, funded accounts, and just completely crashed down on a day, the entire day is just like, bro, you feel so demoralized and so demotivated and so angry with yourself. And that was the last time I filmed here. It was the exact same setup. I want you to go back right now. Click on my channel right now. Go back to that exact same video. It's like a 2 month difference. 2 months ago, I was here for a totally different reason. And the reason exactly why I posted that video, right? Because back then it might have seemed like I was a loser. I was being super vulnerable. Like it was, it wasn't fun. It was kind of embarrassing to post that video. But the exact same reason why I post those types of videos is so you guys can see the wins and see how transparent, see how that it's completely possible that you can bring yourself out of those moments and have moments like this, right? It makes it even all the better. Like, why would I just post about me winning when I can truly inspire other people who are at their lows, who are going through rough patches in their life, and then maybe you guys come across this video and you're like, okay, damn, maybe things can get better. Maybe if I just keep sticking to the plan and just keep showing up every day, things truly can start to get better. And so that's exactly why I try to be as transparent with you guys as possible, because it's truly inspiring and motivating to see. Like, if I saw somebody losing straight out for a year straight, right, and then I see one day they post their first payout, that shit's motivational, bro. For me, in my opinion, I think that's inspirational. Like, that's super cool to see. So hopefully, again, this isn't me, this, you guys don't take this as like a comparison thing, but just take this as more as inspiration. Like, if you guys are going through something terrible right now, I know exactly how you guys feel in your trading journey, and just know that things definitely get better if you're just able to stick to it and just show up every day. Like, it's just like the biggest thing is just staying consistent. No matter how cliche that sounds, if you just show up every single day, you won't fail. Like, I literally have it documented only 2 months ago, right? It just took me 2 months to completely flip things around. And so, yeah, but I'm going to go ahead first and recap the trade that I took today that helped me pass the account. It's just going to be like all in one. I'm going to recap the trades. I'm going to withdraw the funds live. And then I'm also just going to talk about at the end of the video kind of like the mindset change and what helped me get to this position in under a year. And then just, in basically 2 months, flip from completely, demoralized and demotivated to, feeling better than ever. So, yeah, let's get to the trade recap. Look at this trade recap. The setup was super clean. I really like how the trade set itself up. But yeah, yeah, bro, great trade recap, man. I was just sitting outside. My OBS was glitched, and I was just showing you guys a glitch screen while I was talking for 10 minutes trying to recap today's trade on my laptop like 6 hours early. I was gonna edit this video today. I was about it, or tonight. I was gonna edit it tonight so I could get it up. And then I come to see that when I was showing you guys my payment requests and my trade recap, my OBS was glitched, lagged, and so I was just talking to nobody with my screen froze. Like, and I didn't even bother to check once. So I just it's pretty insane to me how I managed to do that. But yeah, so I guess we're gonna recap it now. Thank God I didn't get rid of my annotations. I probably wouldn't have remembered anything. But I remember the trade now because I have it in front of my face, and hopefully now this is recording and I won't be a dumbass, and I'll get everything in order again. Okay, God, though. I was supposed to be editing a video, so trade recap. I'm still gonna try to do it as in depth as possible. Trade recap, the official one, the correct one. Okay. Maybe this is better because it's on a bigger screen. So daily coming into the day, we were not up this high earlier into the day. We finished this high, but we were probably down here doing New York session. If we can see, yep, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m. We were down here, right? But regardless of where we were on the daily time frame, I knew we were still bullish because on the daily time frame, on the daily and the 4 hour, we were bullish on the daily time frame. We had a bullish order block, a down close candle here that got broken 2 days ago, creates a daily bullish order block. On the 4 hour, price is telling us that's respecting this 4 hour fair value gap. Now, I know some people are going to be kind of iffy on going longs today because of the fact that we're at all-time highs, right? And there's nothing really to go long to, which is understandable. There's not really any structure, no liquidity to grab. Like, it's kind of scary to go long, but at the same time, I think it's pretty scary to go short because we're at all-time highs and buying power is just so strong. There's so much buying pressure. I'm not going to be comfortable going short unless we see some major, I'm talking daily level, daily time frame, daily fair value gaps being inversed, and we just don't get that. And so what am I going to go off of? Am I going to go off of emotion on what's telling me, on what I feel like? I feel like price is going to move down because we just swept out all-time highs, because we're at all-time highs. I feel like we're going to move down, or no, or are we going to go off of what price action is telling us? I woke up today, looked at the markets. I saw overnight and yesterday's 4 hour fair value gaps being respected. Price is telling me higher time frame PD arrays are being respected. So what am I going to go with? I'm going to go with what price is telling me, not what some Asian kid who got into trading futures 6 months ago thinks. Okay, I'm going to go with what it's telling me. Okay, so yeah, so I was bullish on 2 higher time frames, which is a great sign. And so what I'm looking for here is I'm just looking for a sweep to the downside. We don't really have session lows because we swept them really coming into the day. However, we do sweep this this point of sell side liquidity here, which is also something that also lined up perfectly, is this black line here that y'all can see. I'm trying to mark it out. This black line here is also the start of the order block, right? This up close candle, basically this area is very high resistance. It's very high resistance to the upside because this down close candle creating that order block, and it perfectly taps into that candle, perfectly taps into the daily bearish order block, as you can see on that black line, which is the beginning, taps into it. I saw a lot of people who, if you know Powell, I don't know how the hell he does it or his students do it, literally tick the bottom of this. I don't know how that happens, but I trade ICT. I need some sort of confluence. I don't know how to trade standard deviation levels or whatever they do. And so yeah, this taps into that daily bullish order block. I'm gonna look for a reversal now. We swept out liquidity. We created an SMT, which is perfect. I love it. It has to be minimum 5-minute SMT on reversals. Is such a good, sexy confluence, bro. I get literally turned on when that happens. A 5-minute SMT to the upside, and at a point of reversal is like chef's kiss. Guess what? It gets even better though. We got a 1-minute inverse fair value gap, and it's not a small fair value. This is a pretty decent size fair value gap. This is like, this displacement level is like over 10 points, which is pretty big. What's bigger though? This candle here is like 20 points damn near, and I know that's not what inverses it, but this is a strong volume candle. I love seeing that right at a reversal point, a reversal level, with an SMT. I'm really confident here. I was even thinking about entering here just because I've seen this happen so many times where a candle just shoots up paired with an SMT within a higher time frame PDOA, within a reversal level. I damn near entered before this inverse, but I mean, I wanted to stick to my rules. What if I lost this trade just because I didn't wait for this fair value gap to get inverse? So waited for that to get inversed. And as soon as the candle closed, I enter. Perfect unicorn model, low, high, lower, low, ends up being a higher high. I need 4 things. It needs to be in a macro. Is that in a macro? Yes. 9:45. Is there a unicorn model? Yes, there's a unicorn model on the 1 minute, there's a unicorn model on the 5 minute, there's a unicorn model on the 15 minute. It was all around perfect today. What else do I need? SMT. And do we have a market maker buy model? Yes, we do have a market maker buy model. Absolutely beautiful. Setup was so clean, but as you can tell, what the hell is this? I was just trying not to over stress about this, but I was pretty damn stressed. This trade took over 3 hours just to get me the payout. Don't want to go through that again. Honestly, I really wanted to close out. It was just not for me. I'm not built out for this type of trading. Um, but luckily, I've had enough experiences where I just got out way too early and priced at my TP. I've had way too many experiences where it just price stopped me out at break even and then it hits my TP. So I stuck with it. Price as soon as it took out the London high, with my take profits to break even, and I sat there with a poop face and I waited for the trade to play out, and it did play out. And so yeah, and I hope you guys understand that much more of my analysis now consisting, which has really helped me up my win rate, is paying more attention to the higher time frame on the 4 hour and a daily. You guys realized, you guys just saw how much, I guess, more discretionary thinking there was to the higher time frame. When it comes to the lower time frame, it's more model based. It's more pattern recognition, I guess you could say. On the 1 minute especially, you just see an inverse fair value gap. That's your entry. Boom. It's more pattern recognized. As you get higher, this is where, it gets a little bit harder, I feel like, to understand and recognize what the market wants to do. And this is where experience plays the biggest part. Daily, I realize, what prices tell me where price wants to go, even when there's no clear draw on liquidity, based off what price has been telling me this entire past week. And then based off, I guess it's pretty simple, but maybe it's not. I feel like it's pretty simple at where I'm at right now. 4 hour fair gap gets respected. All I need to do is go into a lower time frame, find an entry. That's literally in a nutshell how I trade. Daily, 4 hour. If they're both bullish, perfect. If one of them's bullish, one of them's bearish, pretty much neutral. Maybe expecting choppy price action. Maybe expecting price to be kind of sort of trapped. Go into the lower time frame based off my bias. See if we have an entry. SMT just gives it all the more confluence. Unicorn, even better. Macro, mandatory. Market maker buy model, even better. And so yeah, that was the trade I took today. Pretty clean trade. Just had to sit through it a little bit. And then now I'm going to show you guys the bank transfer or the request, because like I said, was being an idiot and I was recording absolutely nothing this afternoon. And so yeah, I requested for a bank wire ACH. I don't know if a Wise would have been better. There was a Wise or a bank transfer. Bank transfer, you had to pay $20. Hopefully I'm not leaking anything. Is this bad to leak? I don't know. But bank transfer, you had to give like a $20 fee, which is fine. Right now it's in the process. You can see it was submitted today at 3:08. Funds removed at 3:08. So that's why my balance is at 2K. Funding approved at 3:43. Compliance approved, risk approved, and then finance should be processing, and then funds sent. So yeah, yeah. If you guys were confused about why my balance was at 2K, it's because I just took out 2,000. Like I said, there's a $20 fee. And yeah, hopefully we're able to, kind of deck this out pretty soon here. That'd be pretty sick. And yeah, that was the trade recap for today. Hopefully I did this right. Hopefully I'm recording and my mic isn't muted. If my mic is muted, I just won't post my payout and I'll just shoot myself, I guess. Hopefully that's not TOS on YouTube. But yeah, I had one more segment which was recorded in the afternoon. Please stick for that. Like I feel like that's the most exciting part about this video. But if you guys choose to skip it, it's fine, whatever. But yeah, hope you guys have a why am I doing an outro? You guys are about to see another segment. All right, I'll see you guys. All right, now the fun part is over, but I feel like this is going to be the most important part of this video and how it kind of helped me get to this position, honestly. So hopefully you guys take something out of this portion as well, not just me recapping the trade and withdrawing the funds, which is all fun. But I think this next, what I'm going to talk about here is what helped me the most. So you already know, like if y'all haven't watched, there's a bee. If y'all didn't watch that video about me blowing my funded account like the first or second day, the same video, I was in the same exact spot, the same bench right here with the same exact laptop, which is pretty cool, like seeing the position that I'm in right now. It's not, I keep saying it like this, I like made it or some shit, but all I'm comparing it with is the progress. Like as long as the progress is there, I'm proud of myself for this. Could have been a $500 payout, a $1,000 payout, a 10K payout, and I would have just been happy with the progress that I've made. And I want to talk about what kind of helped me get here. And I know a lot of people talk about, the mindset change, the discipline, the consistency. Like I talk about it too. I think those are super, super valuable. But there's just one thing that I really, 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 really just wanted to give credit to. And I hope you guys don't think this is cliche, or I'm going to try to break it down so you guys don't consider it cliche, because a lot of people in the just not in the trading niche as well, but just in general in social and content creation, or maybe in just real life, a lot of people give praise to God and to Lord and Savior, right? Which is what you should be doing, right? I fully understand why they do it in the first place, but they don't really explain why. They don't really go into depth of how God has helped them throughout their journey. And I kind of want to dive a little bit deeper. If you guys aren't religious, if you guys don't really know of Christianity or know of a God, hopefully this doesn't bore you or anything. I'm not trying to enforce a religion on you guys. Like, I'm just trying to show y'all how God has helped me personally. And so obviously he's been a huge part of my life for my entire life. Like, I've been a Christian my entire life, but this past year trading, I feel like he's really like seriously brought me a lot closer to him. And the reason why I'm giving, or I feel like a lot of credit to him, especially the past like 3-4 months, is because you guys know, if you guys trading is super isolating. There's not a lot of people you could really tell. And to add on to that, for me personally, my character is I don't really tell anybody about what I'm doing until the results actually show. So I never told my parents, I never told my brother until he started trading. I never told my friends that I traded. And obviously, when you have nobody to talk to about any of this, and you're just starting out and you're seeing losses and you're working really hard and trying to get out of this slump, and it's just not working out for you, and you're just constantly setting yourself back, I know how lonely that can get. I know how extremely difficult that can get, right? That's part of the reason why I started talking here, was because a lot of you guys have been through the same thing, and so you guys kind of understand. And so you guys have definitely also been a big help. My Discord, all of y'all, I'll always appreciate y'all, for real. Like, I generally don't think I'd be here without the Discord members and just the people I've met in the trading community. Like, a lot of people here, or some people here, maybe not too good for the community, but for the majority, I've seen great people come from this community. But yeah, so back to the point. So I was super isolating. I didn't really have anybody to talk to. And even if you guys aren't religious, like, just the belief, for me personally, just the belief that I had a higher power who believed in me and who had a plan in me, just that belief alone, I think, got me through the worst days of my life. Genuinely, like, I don't think me alone could have went through that day, could have gone through that day I was recording that video from alone. Like, it was a belief that Jesus Christ had a plan for me. And that belief alone, just believing that he had a plan, just believing that this was all a test given by him, was all I needed to keep going. Like, if I didn't have a belief at all, like, say, like you don't have to believe in, like, you don't have to be religious or anything, just, you don't have to, you can doubt that he's even, like, God is a real thing, right? But just having, I know I'm explaining this really poorly, but just, because to be completely honest, I've never seen God. I've never seen, like, a physical form of him. Like, I don't know 100% that he's a real living thing or not, right? Like, let's just say in the worst possible scenario that God isn't real. But guess what? I still have the belief that he is. I still have the belief that his plan is still working within me 24/7, despite what I go through, despite the downs, despite the setbacks. I have the belief that it's all part of God's plan, right? That's the main point of religion. That's the point why people believe and why people are so faithful, is because it gives them hope. Okay, like I said, it could be the worst case scenario. Let's just say God isn't real. You don't have hope. You don't have anybody to rely on when you're going through something so isolating and so demoralizing on your own. Who are you going to rely on when nobody else truly understands other than yourself? But yourself, you're going through something terrible, so it's kind of hard to rely on yourself at that point. But you have God. You have somebody to rely on. You have somebody who knows what you're going through. You have this sense of hope that whatever is going on in your life is a part of his plan. And that was just my belief the entire time, and it really just genuinely helped me a bunch, bro. And I genuinely think that's what's gotten me through to the position that I am in today, and just has built me up to the person that I am today. Like, I think that I'm somebody who lives with purpose and ambition, and just living every single day to hit my goals in life. I think I wouldn't be able to do it without Jesus Christ. Like, genuinely, dog. I'm not trying to sound cliche. Like, again, I'm not trying to rant and just spew complete, like, garbage and bullshit. I'm just telling you guys my experience. And everyone's experience is gonna be different. It's not gonna be exactly like mine. It's not gonna be exactly like, I don't know, TJR. It's not gonna be exactly like dodgy like all the other traders. Every single journey is gonna be completely different. Okay, so I just want y'all to keep that in mind. And then in terms of trading, I know maybe that's what more the thing you guys want to hear. Like the trading mindset, I feel like I didn't really have a click moment. I didn't. Like a lot of people think, I thought there was gonna be a moment where I just click and it would just happen. But honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, like maybe this will kind of undermine the video a little bit and kind of like the shock factor of the video. But honestly, when I hit the take profit today, my TP today, and I hit that 4K balance, it wasn't like, oh my god, it wasn't a shock, it wasn't like a dude, I finally did it. Like it wasn't like a feeling like you'd expect it to be. It wasn't like winning the lottery. Why? Because winning the lottery is luck. Winning the lottery is just by pure chance. Winning the lottery, you don't expect that to happen. But for me personally, the humblest way possible, I kind of expect, like, you expect this thing to happen because you know the amount of work you put in. If you know the amount of work you put in, you know how much time you've invested into the certain thing, you kind of expect this thing to happen. So it was kind of like a matter of when, and today was that when. And so it was like, finally, okay, my work is finally starting to, show off a little bit. It's finally starting to, show progress. And so it wasn't like the mindset change wasn't something that just happened overnight. It was progressive. And if you guys want to hear like something specific, I guess, again, this is going to sound super cliche, but there's a reason why it's cliche, and there's a reason why everyone says it, is because it works. It's truly the only way to go about it, is just literally sticking to your rules and taking your loss. I've said it the past 5 videos, 6 videos, 7 videos. When I started winning more, when I started seeing more wins, is because I was able to take a loss on the chin. Is because I was able to stick to my rules. Is because I was able to take, minimum trades, 3, 4, 2 trades a day, and not just blow my account after a single loss. I think is the biggest thing. Is the main problem that I had was not being able to take a loss back then, and now just me being able to know that I can come back after taking a $1,000 loss, which I've done, after taking a $300 loss, which I've done, and just come back and make all of it back and even more. It's just continuously been a testimony of that taking losses is completely okay, and it's part of everybody's model. If your model does not consist of losing, it's not a profitable model, because as soon as you lose, I guarantee you're just going to blow it, the entire account. Like, knock on wood, I hope it doesn't happen to you, but it's going to be a lot harder to take a loss on the chin if you're not used to taking losses. And so yeah, just coming on here telling you guys that losing is completely normal. I lost for an entire year straight, and I finally got my payout, and it's a great feeling. And so the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to buy 4 more accounts, since I guess I have an account right now. I'm going to buy 4 more accounts, and I'm going to get those each to 4K. I've done it once. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do it again. Maybe I'll lose again, right? Maybe I'll blow those accounts. Maybe I'll blow 10 more accounts, 15 more accounts, 20 more accounts. Maybe I won't see another payout for another 6 months and a year, right? But this one small victory, this small payout, right, as small as it may be, 2K, right, in the grand scheme of things, maybe that isn't a big number. But like I said, it was the progress that I feel like that really got to me. It's the progress. Like, I was sitting here 2 months ago, super frustrated. 2 months later, a great day in terms of progress, and that's all I need for me to keep going for the rest of my life. And I'm just glad I was able to take that out of today, more than just the money. I could have came out today and been like, oh, I got a 2K payout, and just taken that only. But I'm glad I was able to take some value out of today and seeing progress. Progress is 10 times more, I feel like, valuable than just seeing your P&L go up and down, because you're gonna lose money, you're gonna win money. It's just part of life, okay? But if you can genuinely see progress, that's honestly, I think, all you need in life. And so yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna start scaling. I'm gonna wait until this payout comes, start scaling as soon as that payout hits, buy my accounts, and yeah, we'll see where it goes. Next goal, man, is 10K. But I sincerely appreciate y'all boys, everybody in the Discord. Honestly, help me a shit ton. Y'all on YouTube, I treat y'all as family. Genuinely, when people say your community, as no matter how small it may be, feels like family, it seriously does, especially in trading, when I don't really tell anybody else other than you guys. I feel like I'm talking to you guys on a personal level, and hopefully you guys take me on like a personal level. Like, you guys, I feel like hopefully we know each other as like boys, no matter how fucking loserish that may seem, like, no matter how chronically online, like, that may seem, bro, yeah, you guys are my boys. So yeah, nothing else. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for sticking with me this far, and this is just the start of everything, content creation wise, trading wise, business wise, and I'm glad you guys are here early. I will not forget any of you guys in the comments, in the Discord, and the lurkers. I know there's a lot of lurkers in the background just watching me, which I appreciate y'all too. So thank you guys. I'll catch you guys later, and have a safe weekend. God bless, and stay safe.